Big Sky Howdy, and welcome back to another episode of World Bigfoot Radio. I'm way up on top of the ridge line, right across from camp. You see like where there's a little break in the trees there, that's where the road goes through. And that's the far side of the valley way over there. Some more stuff up here. Mike and Aaron are making their way along the mountain. Side over to where the asterisk structure is, and I decided I would go right up to the top here and try and see how high this thing goes and get some video. So there, that's how high it goes. Way up here. There's a pine tree in the lane, you can't see anything, and we're going to go walk the road on the other side. I mean, walk down the little stream on the other side to where it dumps into the river. So that's what we're doing right now. Here's a little river, a little stream dumping down into the river. Here's the main river, that's the same one that flows by our camp. Quite a few miles upriver from here. More of the water right there. I can't really get any closer to the where it dumps into the river to take much of a look. I suppose I could go around here. There's Shane.
Track up the hill there.
You found one?
I just found a solitary one. It's old.
See, that's why you need your camera. Well, pits and stuff all over the place. You can't see them. You have to feel around with your toes. Whoop, there's one right there. That's about as close as I can get to this. But there you go. Shane says he just spotted a track, so we'll try and find that and film it on the way back out of here. Shane found a track.
Suspect print.
Old one.
Old one. You have the bare grass was starting to spring up. These are all
Show us the
crushed.
outline first before you start doing all that.
This is the outline right here. There's the heel pocket coming down the other side here, and toes across here. Crushed, pressed twigs. That was pressed in as well. This pressed down, but you had a spring back because it was buried. And messing around with it, that I knocked that back up. So anyway, that, and then looking down below, couldn't find it. I couldn't find one up above because I wasn't looking for it before, and it was obscured with these branches like that. So anywho, yay.
Yay. More track. How big is it? Where's your tape measure?
Don't have it. That's
here.
Okay, good.
Act like an actual researcher.
Researcher? No, I'm a tourist.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm a tourist. Because once you find tracks, it's kind of, you know, you can recognize them if you know what you're looking for. That's about 16 and a half, 17 inches. Wait a minute. Yeah. 16 and a half, 17 inches.
Okay.
Anywho.
So pretty good. Bigger than a human-sized footprint for sure. And if it was a rear track of a grizzly, it would be a tremendously huge grizzly.
From side to side, that's 7 inches.
7. Okey-doke.
6.5 to 7.
There you go. Got a track. Randomly following rivers and waterways. Amazing, you find tracks. And I came over here just across the road from camp this morning. See how long that is. There's some tracks over here. No humans over here. Well, it's hard to tell where the heel is. Be right about here. In which case it's a little bit longer. You can see where the front end got scuffed up. This stuff's all been knocked out of the way. And assuming that's the heel right there. It's about a foot long, 13 inches maybe. It could be shorter. This could be it right here. Because we also got another one right here, which is again same size. Toes. And then like probably the same size one right there. Toes. And this is going along the edge of the embankment. And if you look close, you can see Shane, who's just coming over from camp now. So this is how close to camp we are. He just got out of the roadbed and came walking up the hill. So now we're going to go this way over to where Mega Teepee is. And we'll get back with you when we get there. Okay, we found a couple tracks. Shane has got his tape measure to the heel of this one. And back to the heel of the other one, which is the left footprint. How far is it?
It's 6'8".
6'8". This one here.
From heel to heel?
From heel to heel.
I have 6'8" from toe to heel.
No, you either go toe to toe or heel to heel.
Okay. Well, I had 6'8" on the heel.
Okay, that's how far it is actually then. So we're looking at this one, looking at the apparent squish marks where the toes went in, being right here, and the heel being right there, 16, 17 inches, which is the same length as the one that Shane has right there that he's going to be filming. Okay, well, Shane's just taking pictures or something over there. Here's the little path going up the hill. And here's another track. And you can see it goes up there. Heel down here, right around 16, 17 inch mark again. So, there you go. We're going to keep following. Hey guys, we are out on the edge of the land of the mega structures. This is where the wood starts getting really weird looking. I have the intrepid Shane with me, and we are expeditionizing. When we just came up the steep part of the ridge, right back kind of where I started there, that arch is. A little bit over that way. That's where we were following those 17-inch tracks up the hill. So now heading uphill generally, up the ridge to where they have all the mega stuff at. And I'll turn on the camera when I get something else cool to show you.
The only thing I can think of is, you know what they're asking Robin if they lost it? Found object? Possibly a metal water bottle.
Yeah, it's too small for that unless this guy had a hand the size of a steam shovel.
That's just it.
So anyway, here it is, Duke and Shane from Fat Forest Anomaly Team.
Yeah, fat.
We were just way over there. Now we're over here. More forest anomalies. So, like, apparently recently there was a big windstorm, which must have happened before we were up here this spring. Because see, big tree lying that way. That knocked down. And, but wait, tree lying this way. This tree snapped off, went this way. This tree snapped over, went this way. Root ball here, tree going that way. Root ball there, tree going this way. Do you see anything weird about that? Let's go find some more examples.
On a hanging valley, any melt off you have, basically you have a, most of the time, a seasonal waterfall.
Well, here's the far side of the valley, folks. And that is the upper edge of it. And if you go down and you look, you see where it gets a little darker green there? That's, that, believe it or not, is the top of the ridge. It's right on the other side of the river from camp. This one right here. And so, as Shane was just saying, there's little valleys in between there too that we haven't been up and been into them, and they're basically right next to camp. Right now we the hiccup here. See if I can get whoops, zoom in where there's an open sky. Can't see it. Too much haze, and too much haze from all the forest fires to the west of us. But there's the across the valley treetops over there. And here we are. We're most of the way up to where the Super X was and the mega teepee is now. We're going back up there to do our monthly check on Forest Construction Inc. and see what they've managed to get done since the last time we were up here. Last time we were here, they decided to make an arch that went underneath their teepee with a nice live, perfectly healthy 40-foot pine tree. So we'll see if they changed anything this time. And we'll be up there a little bit. It's August. Here we are. We're up on top of the ridge line, where it goes further up the mountain. As you can see, as I wasn't saying, but I should have been. There's the 7 boulders all in a row. There's the 2 giant boulders stacked on top of each other. And that's where the Super X used to be. here to try and line up some comparison shots. This should be the right spot for one of them. That was right down there. An unknown object was in the background there. Right in that spot. I think I got it lined up right here. Could have been downhill a little bit more. Yep. Well, that should be the spot. Is there anything there? No. Should also be a stump there somewhere. Not seeing it. Okay, and must have been this far forward. Maybe he was further back. Oh, in any case, so there's the boulder stack. Maybe he was over here. Nope. This far over. And that other shot doesn't line up. Try this again in a sec. Now, just in case we had the angle off a little bit. Oops. Try and stabilize the damn camera here. And then there's the boulder stack. Okay, so the other thing we need to film is the wing X. Walking over to the wing X to film the wing X. heck's that? Maybe they took that down too. I do wish they would quit moving things around for a little bit and make things easier to find. One more shot of the giant boulders. Is there a huge shadow right in the middle above it? No, there is not. What did Mike catch on that picture when I was standing underneath the Super X right down there? And there's apparently two other anomalous objects behind me that aren't there anymore. Well, as long as we're right next to it, let's go down to the Mega Teepee and film that. Back at the Mega Teepee again. Let's see what new changes they have made. Good time of the day to be here. Fairly well lit up. You can see it pretty good. Sides go way over there. And way over there. There's the pine tree that they crammed underneath it between June and July when we were up here. That thing wasn't underneath it before. It makes me wonder if they've done any new stuff down here. I'm not seeing anything new from up here, but go down there and take a look, see what we can see. There isn't any path here. You see it walking down this looks like. Here's what it looks like. Okay. Now we're under the edge. This freaking ginormous thing. Almost looks to me like there's an additional log over on this side that wasn't here last time. I'll have to go look at the video and compare up again. Mike left that. No, Mike, don't put things on their structures. You can leave them little decorations nearby, but don't touch the structures. Do not put things on them. When Aaron was here last month, that's where I was sitting, right up there, filming those guys as they were walking in through down here. Sorry about touching it. Want something for scale there. I guess we could do this. There's something for scale. So, that's probably not very accurate looking. Just in case you're wondering, how big is it? It's that big. These aren't just little dinky saplings. There's some big timber moving around here. And then they got the little secondary structure over here on this side. You guys, we've showed you this thing before. There you go, return to the mega 20 TP. Mike is filming me standing over there underneath the now gone Super X. He's up there where the line of 7 boulders are. Here's where the big double stack boulder is. Back behind it up on the upper left hand side. And there was big anomalous black shadow behind it. So since black shadow not there, let's go measure how big black shadow was. I'm going to need the assistance of my helper Shane. To do scale for this when he gets over here. But judging by the shape of the shadow behind it, which appeared to be jutting up over the upper boulder from the waist up, it could have been standing on this rock right here. So, let's see, how am I going to do this? Let me put you guys down for a second. There's my assistant is lollygagging. Okay, Shane's got the bottom down there, holding it in place. You can see the top's right here. So we are looking at about, get this thing to quit wobbling somehow. Can you hold that tight, please?
I am. Pull it tight.
It's a little bit over 6 feet. Assuming you can see this, which I'm not sure.
72 and 54 divided by 12.
So we were looking at 6 feet from the bottom of their feet to their waist. Which, assuming that the waist is the center of their body, would of course mean that the Sasquatch would be then about 12 feet tall. So big boy. Don't know what it was. Big black shadow right behind this thing. As you can see, nothing to make big black shadow. There's the top of it. Shane is trudging back over to the boulders so we can get him to stand up on that lower one. He's just shy of 6 feet tall. I'll give you a good idea on how big they are. He's going to go stand where I was just standing when we were fighting with the tape measure, trying to get an accurate idea on if said object was standing on that boulder behind us. As you can see, there's Shane. So you're standing on that other boulder?
Nope.
That's the one you want to stand on. The one further back. And that's what we figured. There's Shane's head, barely peeking above the boulder. So whoever that was standing back there, that's about where his waist was. Yeah, pretty big. Okay, we'll be back. Mike's axe. Mike has a huge axe that he found here. And right now Shane's walking underneath it. This is recent. Wasn't here last year. So I just put this up here recently. Big. One of the mid-sized, ginormous X structures. Only an average ginormous X structure, not a really, really big X structure. As you can see, Shane's over there filming right now. He's underneath it.
Rub marks where they were forced together.
Big. Yeah, the rub marks were actually recent when we were here and found this one the first time. But from this big axe, which they made this year, if you go and look over here, you see over there. There's another big axe over there that we found last time we were up here with Aaron that they also made this year. And you can literally see one from the other one. Just getting back to camp, and we got a deer visiting us. And just
Fun.
hanging out in camp while we were gone, keeping sushi company. So we're back to camp. Yay. We're in camp. It's Saturday. There's Shane's lean-to. Yeah, lean-to. He put his mega cot under that. There's the truck. There's Shane coming back to camp.
Yes. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Here's my tent. Cookie stuff. And upriver. So we're gonna go do some little quick hops around the valley here.
Go.
Check out some stuff. The last time Shane was up here was 2019.
Here we go.
With
Planting the flag.
Kevin and the South team, and that's when they found that giant arch. So we never have been able to figure out where Kevin's upside down X was there. Shane was there, so hopefully we can find that one this time and film it for you guys. So
Isn't too far off the road up there.
Yeah, we will be back. No, ATVs are dirt bikes. Well, this thing goes 4.1 miles to where the Bitterroot Divide Trail number 313 comes in. So lots of big long hikey trail here. This is on the far side of the valley from where we camp. We're heading back toward camp here now. Saturday afternoon, and we are exhausted from running around the valley all day back at camp. Shane's looking at something down by the river. Probably found a track or something. I suppose I have to go look. Oh man, I just got my comfy spot in my chair. Oh, this sounds vaguely familiar. What'd you find? Nothing?
Oh, no, it's just you're coming down through the trail there. And it's a break bend over. You reach up about this high.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's a snap break.
Yeah. Well, there's I'm really kind of surprised there's even a trail here, considering we never go that way.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any trail there this spring. So somebody's been running back and forth that way.
But there's no
This thing was here this spring, but
no prints on
not
it.
that.
It's incredible.
Did I show you guys how low the river is now? Speaking of incredible, you may remember from episode 120, when you were down here looking at all the sparkly gold glitter in the river. And we were standing like literally right here. This is where the water was then. And now it's way over there. And right behind where that fallen tree is, there's that little stand of pine trees with a little low piney thing there. There's a pit right there. That's one of their fave watch the camp and spy spots. And then if you remember where we followed the tracks, we went up the hillside that way. I may even be able to see the boulder from here, probably not. There's a boulder, it's like up there. Sort of up in that area is where that the biggest of the tracks was. And then if you go way around, there's a bowl on the other side of this ridge, and that's where the big asterisk structure is. Oops. Anyway, there you go. There's creek. That deer's sneaky, but
can
not
still see
that
you.
sneaky. Oh, let's just go wander right into camp and visit the humans. I bet they got leftover cornbread I can eat.
Yeah.
It's just like twilight right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the time when we just heard a wood knock, what, about a minute ago? 2
About
minutes?
2 minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes ago, coming from down the valley. And here comes one of the local predatory attack deer coming into camp. And I still cannot figure out what's going on with these guys.
It's kind of funny. He
Yeah.
shows up and he shows up.
They like to wander in. You gonna come and get some food? You want some free munchies?
I'll eat you. Don't come too close. Okay. Oh, man. There he goes.
Prowling around camp.
Is he gonna find the apple?
Yeah, this one's probably gonna get the
Yeah.
apples before you know who gets them. Are you still sneaking up on us? We can still see you over there. Oh, come on over and visit. We got cornbread for you if you're hungry. Wonder if is this the same one that was in camp yesterday when he came back, maybe?
Oh, I have no idea.
Looks like it's big enough.
That was a... No, I think that one was bigger.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, you're so sneaky over there behind the trees. We can't see you. As long as you get your head down behind the trees, we can't see. Uh-oh. You scared him away.
Uh-oh.
Well, if he comes back across the road again, we'll know what's going on out there.